Hello folks, this is for Mr. Novak and his family. I'm sorry that the police were too bothered with regard to vexatious claims of words rather than deal with your son who was bleeding out, getting him the help. The police just left him and said it's not my problem and was extremely dismissive of what happened. I'm really sorry everyone to hear about that. I honestly hope this is the last of the videos I need to do to try and describe the horror of what happened. I'll quickly describe what was happening. Mr. Novak was getting chased around the town by knife point, and then the assailants that were carrying a knife, they had phoned up the police and made a vexatious claim of racism. Could even be called fakeism, right? And the police, the blues and twos, the sirens, you name it. And by the time Mr. Novak met the police, he had been stabbed and had lost a significant volume of blood. And instead of the police doing the right thing, getting an ambulance organised right away, keeping the chances of him living high, they dismissed when Mr. Novak says, "I've been stabbed," and the guy died even before he got to the police station. The police were more interested chasing this vexatious claim of racism that actually didn't happen. And that's a saddening thing. The police would do the blues and twos for hearty wordies, but when it comes to somebody being stabbed, they're like, "Oh well, you probably caused it somehow, we don't care." And that's disgusting. I honestly hope the two idiot police are on some kind of suspension at this point in time. I also hope that the police refers these two idiots, Ant and Deck, can I nickname them, to IOPC immediately. And I hope that this is a benchmark point where learning can happen and change can happen, because quite honestly, this is wrong. This is, I would even call it satanic, right? It's absolutely satanic. And these police officers are clearly of a woke spectrum, right? Instead of actually turning up and seeing there'd been a very, very foul incident happening, they would rather go, "I don't believe you. I don't believe you. I don't care. You must have been doing something yourself to end up like this. This is horrible. It's absolutely sickening." I really do hope these two even get stripped of their policing licence, right? These people are not fit to serve. In fact, there's a motto in a lot of police cars. It says to serve and protect. Where did they serve? Where did they protect? What did they do? Did they protect life? No. I know they're not ambulance technicians. However, a lot of police have bleed kits on them, and also they have, if they don't have a bleed kit, they have a walkie-talkie which press dial 9, boom, ambulance. That's 9 for an outside line, of course. It works on mobile devices as well. But ultimately, this vexatious racism claim should have been shoved to a side and seen as the guy that we're talking to was bleeding out and near close to death, and they should have done the right thing. Why? I don't know. Maybe they graduated it from the police school or something special. Right? Justin Fletcher. Policing has lost its tough, roughy-tuftiness in the sense that, you know, if you're a cop and you get sent out to an incident where there's been a massive brawl and you open the police car to find someone on the floor bleeding, they've been stabbed. In the roughy-tufty days, you immediately got the ambulance. You did various things to support life. You did various other things to either help reduce the flow of blood. You did things to make sure things are good and the person had a chance of life. With regard to words smarts, back in the days of roughy-tufty policing, instead of I better go over to this person, set up the safe space, hugs and cuddles all around, woo! You focus on what you call the hard facts rather than the opinions, right? But now, policing's at such a dangerous low. I'm going to say, we can't trust the police anymore. No. Ooh, what's this? Anyway, but the trust in the police is non-existent. I'll give you an example. Someone got broken into up my way about 3 years ago, and it took police 3 days to turn up. And they couldn't do fingerprinting for the outside of the building because it rained about 3 or 4 times. And the person got a very suboptimal outcome out of Police Scotland. And I don't mind saying that. They're still fucking raging, and quite rightly so. So that's that. Yeah, if I, phone up going, I think I've been subjected to a hate crime, and you get the blues and twos within half an hour of hanging the phone up. And don't get me started in these mad 999 dialers. It's just wrong. And instead of me moaning on about what's been going on that's wrong, my hope is the investigation does get to the attention of IOPC, and I hope Ant and Dec get removed from their jobs because they're not actually they're not proficient of what the taxman is paying their wages for. I just hope big lessons get changed, big lessons get learned, change gets adapted, and people will never be subject to this level of harm ever again. It's unacceptable, it's wrong, it's sickening, and it shouldn't be a situation where an assailant carrying out a crime stops midway through, goes, I've been subject to hate crime, and that's the bigger of the two crimes that are happening, rather than looking at that person that had been stabbed and getting him the adequate help to hopefully have him survive. And again, listen, Novak, I've never met you, but I tilt my hat to you, okay? And I hope for change for this United Kingdom, because even in a 5-year radius, this country has went to the fucking knackers yard. and I don't mind saying it because it's the truth, and hopefully big change happens, because this is a warning shot, figuratively. If we ignore the warning shot, there's something big coming around, and I don't want to know what big defines itself as. But anyway, again, my sincere condolences. I just want to say thanks for joining. I know it's been a rough topic, but I think we have to deal with the rough and the smooth on this channel. Anyway, folks, thanks for being with us, and we'll catch you in the next one.